Let us talk about the basic concepts, important terms and formulae of work, power and energy. Work is said to be done by the applied force when the body on which the force is applied suffers a displacement in any direction except perpendicular to the direction of the force. Work is a scalar quantity and it is the dot product of force applied and the displacement, or F, the force into displacement into cos of angle between the force and the displacement. No work is done if the displacement is perpendicular to the direction of the force applied. Since work done is equal to F s cos 90, when the direction is perpendicular, cos 90 is 0. So work done comes out 0. This is the reason no work is done. If the angle between the force and the displacement is acute, then work done is positive. If the angle between the force and the displacement is obtuse, then work done is negative. Work done in terms of rectangular components, on resolving along its x, y and z axis, we will have fx sx plus fy sy plus fz sz. When the work done is positive, then there is increase in kinetic energy of the body. The next point is, when the work done is negative, then there is decrease in kinetic energy. If the applied force is variable, then the work done is given by the integration of the small work done equal to the total integration of the force and the small displacement. Area of the force displacement graph gives the work done. Based on these two concepts, many numericals in the exam used to come. The next is about the absolute units of work in CGS system is erg and SI system in joule. 1 erg of work is said to be done when a force of 1 Newton displaces a body through 1 centimeter in its own direction. So 1 erg is equal to 1 Newton into 1 centimeter. Similarly, we can define the 1 joule also. 1 joule of work is said to be done when a force of 1 Newton is displaced the body by 1 meter in its own direction, and 1 joule is equal to 1 Newton into 1 meter. Next is about the gravitational units of work. In CGS system, these are gram centimeter, and in SI system, it is kilogram meter. The energy of a body is capacity or ability of a body to do work. It is of two type. Mechanical energy is of two type. One is the kinetic energy, another is the potential energy. Kinetic energy is the energy possessed by a body by virtue of its motion. It is given by half mv square, where m is the mass of the body and v is the velocity. This formula is valid for the velocities that are constant, but the formula is not applicable for relativistic speeds. The gravitation potential energy is the energy possessed by a body by virtue of its position in the gravitational field. It is given by mgh, where m is the mass of the body, g is the acceleration due to gravity, and h is the height of the body above the surface of the earth. According to the work energy theorem, the work done by the force is equal to the net increase in the kinetic energy of the body. According to the law of conservation of energy, the sum total of energy remains constant. It means energy can't be created nor destroyed, can be transferred from one form to the other. Area under force displacement graph gives the kinetic energy of the particle. Based on that, numericals used to come in exam. The next is an important concept is of elastic potential energy of a spring. It is given by half kx square, where k is the spring constant and x is the displacement or extension of the spring. If the work done against a force is path independent, then the force applied is said to be conservative. If work done is path dependent, then the force is said to be non-conservative. The concept of potential energy is related only to the conservative force, means those force which are not depending on the path. So that will be concerned with the potential energy. The conversion of energy from one form to another is called transformation of energy. Power of an agent is the ratio of total work done by the agent to the time taken by it. It is a scalar quantity. Instantaneous power is the rate of doing work. The absolute units of power in CGS system is ergs per second, and in SI system it is joule per second. It is also known as watt, denoted by capital W. It is after the name of the scientist. The gravitational unit of power in CGS system is gram centimeter per second, and in SI system it is kg meter per second. The popular practical units of power is kilowatt and the horsepower. 1 kilowatt is 1000 watt and 1 horsepower is equal to 746 of watt. यहाँ पर हम बेसिक कंसेप्ट्स ले रहे हैं कोलिजन से रिलेटेड, जिसमें पहला है when two bodies physically collide against each other, or when path of one body is changed just the influence of the other, or when the path of one body is changed just by the influence of the other body, either of the case, then the collision is said to take place. Only then we'll mention the collision is there. A collision is of two types, elastic and inelastic. A collision is said to be elastic if the kinetic energy is conserved. Kinetic energy before and after collision is an important one. It is an important criteria that will tell whether the collision is elastic or not. So if the kinetic energy is not conserved, then the collision is said to be inelastic. If the sorry, if the two bodies stick together after collision, then collision is said to be perfectly inelastic collision. It means in this collision there is not the conservation of the kinetic energy. Momentum and total energy are conserved in all type of collision. So when we are talking about before and after collision, if the momentum is taken or total energy is taken, either type of collision it is there, they are going to remain conserved. If the colliding bodies move along the same straight line path before and after the collision, then the collision is said to be in one dimension, or it can be called as head-on collision. In one dimension elastic collision, the magnitude of the relative velocity remains unchanged, but the direction of relative velocity is changed. The next point is about if the two masses of m1 and m2 move with velocities, v1i is the initial velocity of mass 1 and v2i is the initial velocity of mass 2. Suppose these bodies after one dimension elastic collision, then v1f and v2f, these are the final velocities of masses m1 and m2 after the collision, and these velocities v1f is equal to m1 minus m2 upon m1 plus m2 into v1i plus twice of m2 upon m1 plus m2 v2i and v2f. Here these velocities will interchange and rest the things remain same. m2 minus m1, interchange of mass is also there in the subtraction, upon m1 plus m2, this is v2i plus 2 twice of m1, in place of m2 it is m1, m1 plus m2 v1i. Next is when the two bodies of equal masses, the masses are equal and they are suffering one dimensional elastic collision, they interchange their velocities. The velocities will get interchanged when these two bodies will interact with one another. The masses are equal. When a massive body suffers one dimensional elastic collision with a stationary light body, here the two bodies are there, massive is in motion and the light body is stationary, then after collision there is no change in the velocity of massive body, it remains as such. but the light body acquires velocity which is nearly double the initial velocity of massive body. For example, if massive body is moving with velocity u initially, after collision with the light body, there is no change in the velocity of that massive body, but the light body will be moving with nearly equal to twice of initial velocity after the collision with the massive body. When a light body suffers one dimension elastic collision with a stationary massive body, here the case has been changed. In this case, the massive body is at rest and light body is moving. And after collision with the stationary massive body, the velocity of the light body is got reversed. The direction of the body get reversed. But the massive body practically remains at rest. There is no movement in the massive body practically. A collision is said to be oblique or two-dimension collision if the colliding bodies do not move along the same straight line path before and after the collision. This is the famous Einstein's mass energy equivalence, E equal to mc square. According to Einstein, if any body it is moving with the velocity of light, then that mass converts into energy according to this relation, where m is the mass of the body and c is the velocity of the light.